Before we go to internal and external, I love to talk about spiritual beauty as well. What are you doing internally to manifest, a beautiful aura? Because that is important before external and internal. Are you a good person? Do you have a good heart? Do you care for others? Do you live in integrity? Do you live in authenticity? Are you fair to people? Do you try to live in honesty and in truth? And I think these things affect your energy, and your energy is a part of your beauty. People can see it when you come in. They can see, okay, she's physically, appearance, her features are beautiful, but her energy is ugly. You can tell. I know, because there are some women that I admire in that way, and as they age, it's like they're not aging. They're still beautiful, they're glowing, and it's because of their internal beauty. One person, for instance, I'll talk about, Mama Elise from Irie FM. She's always glowing. She has a glow about her, and I think it's because of her heart. She has a pure heart. There's another woman, and you might know her. I don't know her name, but her husband works in production, and they have like 5 children.
Oh, sorry.
Every time I see her, I'm like, she's beautiful, and she has 5 children. It's 5. She's gorgeous. She's always glowing, right? There is another woman, Empress Karen Rose. I don't know her personally, but I follow her. She's a spiritual herbalist as well. Her energy, when you see her, she's just beautiful. She's always glowing, So it's important for women to know that they're to take care of their purity. And purity of heart. I'm not talking about purity in terms of, your vagina, what you do with your vagina. No, it's how you keep your soul pure, your spirit pure, through how you move every day, what you do every day, how you interact with people every day, how you live, how you choose to live every day. There are 3 things that I do when I want to take care of my skin, or when my skin is acting funny. There are 3 things that I turn to. The first one is bitters, and I learned this through an elder, Mama Elise. Actually, she was the one who saw me one day and said to me, "What's going on with your skin? Are you using any bitters?" Yeah, man, you have to use bitters. You have to make sure you include bitters in your diet every day. And so that's become a part of my skin regimen. I always use bitters. And also, she was the one who inspired the Sacred Beauty Cleanse. The Sacred Beauty Cleanse is a blend of 5 different bitter herbs, and so I use it to keep my skin clear. The next thing is I check my environment. My phone, is it clean? My sheets, are they clean? My hair, is it clean? Everything that I'm using on my skin that is coming in contact with my face, is it clean? So that's important. The next thing is the sun. Whenever my skin is acting funny, one of the first things I do is go and sit in the sun. If I don't go to the beach, I go outside and I spend some time in nature, because our skin, again, this is it's a connection, it's an exchange, it's electromagnetic. So our skin is always pulling energy from the environment. It's pulling from the sun as well, and the sun is feeding our melanin, and our melanin is a very big part of our skin's healing, our skin's glow. So when we are feeding our melanin, we're feeding our skin. That's why it's so ridiculous that some people bleach them skin. It don't make no sense. It's such a contradiction. Black people really need the sun. We have more melanin, so we need the sun. And melanin is important for not just our skin, all of our organs. Melanin is important too. So if you want to have beautiful skin, you should spend time in the sun. You should spend time in the sun, and the sun as I said, feeds us, energizes our melanin, and our melanin then heals our skin of whatever ailments we may have in our skin. In terms of food now, one of the first things I recommend, well, I think for everything in our body, we need minerals. And so whenever we're looking for solutions to anything at all, it's minerals that we need to look to. And so including the health of our skin. Including the health of our skin, we have to look to our food to nourish, for nourishment. So one of the first things, and I always recommend, is sea moss, because sea moss has all of the minerals that our body needs, including the ones that feed our skin, right? So you're talking about copper, you're talking about vitamins A, D, zinc, all of calcium, vitamin C, vitamin A, all of these things feed our skin. Selenium, we get them from sea moss, leafy greens, avocados, nuts. Brazil nuts is one of the best source of selenium. All of the nuts, coconut as well, just healthy fats. Healthy fats good for your skin, keeps it moisturized and hydrated. You know, coconut water. Fruits, always. Fruits are good for our diet. It's good for our melanin as well. We need to understand also that these foods are good for our melanin. Copper is also good for melanin production. So I drink copper water, soak water, and it's good for, it says it on here too, good for melanin production. Copper is actually one of the things that feeds melanin. So I wear it as well. I wear it on my jewelry. Matter of fact, all of my jewelry are minerals. I don't wear anything but minerals. So so those things are important. Our food, what we intake, is important in the health of our skin. Externally now, we need to be using, again, our skin is our largest organ, and so we have to be mindful of the things that we put on them. So I recommend that people use as natural soaps as you possibly can, as natural oils as you possibly can, as natural butters as you possibly can use on your skin. Be careful about everything that you do on your skin. The clothes that you wear, the type of things that you put on your head, the lotion, the soap, the oils, the perfumes. Everything is important because you're feeding your body, you're feeding your skin through your environment and everything that you use and you put on your body, and it's gonna affect the health of your skin ultimately.